Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Look at
Gayle King experienced the backlash of a lifetime after she interviewed WNBA legend Lisa Leslie, who happened to be best friends with the late Kobe Bryant. Gayle walked into the home of Lisa, and upon interviewing her and talking about Lisa's dear friend Kobe, who along with his 13-year-old daughter Gianna and 7 others tragically lost their lives in a helicopter crash almost 2 weeks ago, Gayle asked this question to Lisa that shocked us all.
It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of a sexual assault charge which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time. Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, you know, Lisa, go get that girl or tell her or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe's, he was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
And that's possible. I just don't believe that. And I'm not saying things didn't happen. I just don't believe that things didn't happen with force.
Is it even a fair question to talk about it, considering he's no longer with us and that it was resolved? Or is it really part of his history?
I think that the media should be more respectful. At this time, it's like if you had questions about it, you've had many years to ask him that. I don't think it's something that we should keep hanging over his legacy. I mean, it went to trial.
Yeah, but it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify. So it was dismissed.
And I think that's how we should leave it.
The internet was in an uproar yesterday, child, and rightfully so. It's been seeming like Gayle and Oprah have been going after killing the legacies of their very own people, and men at that, while seeing no evil and hearing no evil from the rich, white, and very famous, and it's not right. Now, Gayle's first response from the backlash that she received from this interview came from Twitter when she responded to rapper Barry Bonds, who said this: "Gayle King, you should be ashamed of yourself for bringing that question up. It'd be our own people to take us down. Now, Gayle King, go interview Harvey Weinstein. Let me see that interview." And she said, "Hey Barry, your tweet was sent to me. First, not ashamed, it's a fair question. Second, I wanted to make sure people saw Lisa's answer. She said what many were thinking. I'm glad you weighed in." And he said, "Appreciate you responding to me. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying we have to ignore things, but I do feel the timing of that question was inappropriate. I also feel that we have to correct our own, but not in public. Protect our own the same way everyone else does." And she says, "And I appreciate your honesty." Many others weighed in, but I believe it was Snoop Dogg that actually got Gayle to respond. Take a listen to what he said.
Gayle King, out of pocket for that. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that? I swear to God, we the worst. We the fucking worst. We expect more from you, Gayle. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein asking them dumb ass questions. I get sick of y'all. I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call her one? Funky dog head bitch. How dare you try to tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation, punk motherfucker. Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you.
Gayle got all of this backlash, and sis decided to take to Instagram Live for the first time and say this.
I've been up reading the comments about the interview I did with Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant. And I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too. I am mortified, I'm embarrassed, and I am very angry. Unbeknownst to me, My network put up a clip from a very wide-ranging interview, totally taken out of context, and when you see it that way, it's very jarring. It's jarring to me. I didn't even know anything about it. I started getting calls. What the hell are you doing? Why did you say this? What is happening? I did not know what people are talking about. So I've been told, or I've been advised, to say nothing. Just let it go. People will drag you. People will troll you. It'll be over in a couple of days. But that's not good enough for me, because I really want people to understand what happened here and how I'm feeling about it. I reached out to Lisa because I know that she's a longtime friend of Kobe's, to talk about his legacy and their friendship. We had a really wide-ranging interview, talked about many things: his career, his passion, his sense of humor, the way he was mentoring other people, how he was starting his next chapter. It was wide-ranging. And yes, we talked about that court case, because that court case has also come up. And I wanted to get Lisa's take on it as a friend who knew him well, what she thought, where that should stand. And I thought it was very powerful when she looked me in the eye as a member of the media to say it's time for the media to leave it alone and to back off. During the course of the interview, I asked follow-up questions because I wanted to make sure that her position and perspective were very clear. And at the end, when she said it's time to leave it alone, as I said, I thought that was powerful. And I insisted that that part be in the interview, because I thought that it put a nice button on that part of the conversation. When the interview aired, we got a great reaction to it. I talked to Lisa last night. I believe that Lisa was okay with the interview. And I felt really good about the interview. Really good about the interview. So for the network to take the most salacious part, when taken out of context, and put it up online for people who didn't see the whole interview, is very upsetting to me, and that's something I'm going to have to deal with them. And there will be a very intense discussion about that. I also want to say this. I have been with Kobe Bryant on many social occasions. He was very kind and very warm to me, and I felt that we had a friendly relationship. I too am mourning his loss, just like everybody else. I still am shocked by it. It's tragic and untimely, and the last thing I would want to do is disparage him at this particular time. And I hope people understand that. And that's why I'm taking this time to speak to you directly. I've never done one of these before. I've never done one of these before, but this was so important to me that I felt I had to say something. I don't want to sit up on a set and read a prepared remark. I wanted you to hear exactly where I'm coming from and how I'm feeling, and to let everybody know that no disrespect intended. And now I've got to go to work. I thank you for listening.
Funny, Tammy.
If that's not the worst response ever. Now, I can't stand when people on TV say or do something and then blame it on the editing. It came out of your mouth. You said it, right? Now, it wasn't just the way she asked the questions, but it was the condescending remarks throughout the interview that she had towards Kobe.
You know, he was really making change.
Was he?
Yes. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
Over his legacy, I mean, it went to trial.
Yeah, but it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify. So it was dismissed.
Now, regardless of what she felt as an interviewer about Kobe, we shouldn't be able to ascertain your feelings as viewers. You should remain neutral, kind of like you and Oprah are doing for your boy Harvey. Only difference is Harvey's currently on trial and alive, and I heard that there's a lot of proof coming out in this situation, but mom's the word on him, right? You're saying that the clip that we saw was very jarring and we need to watch the whole interview. I watched the whole interview and it's still very jarring. You have to think about about it. Vanessa has lost a husband and a child. Her children have lost a father and a sister. Here it is, before the victims of this crash are even buried, you're burying this man's name, his legacy, and you don't know what type of damage this is doing to his family. It seems like every time we as a community talk about how great one of our people are, you and your homegirl Oprah have to go in and tarnish their legacy. I wish there was a way that we could mute you, but unfortunately there's not. That's okay. We all have to answer to a higher being one day, sooner or later, sis. Until then, take your saber-toothed, slew-footed, 7 winters, 6 summers age, synthetic wig wearing, did I do it right this time, master behind on. Woo, child, y'all done let Gayle take me there, honey. Y'all know I don't usually go there as a YouTuber. Anyway, what I need you guys to do is leave a comment. Tell me what you think about Gayle's sorry excuse as to why she took it there with Lisa Leslie regarding the interview about the late, great Kobe Bryant. Leave a comment, and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Now, before I end this video, I want to tell you about a company called Ash Kicking. Now, you know your girl Chronicles would not promote a company without doing one of those thorough Chronicle Speaks investigations, honey, and Ash Kicking definitely passed the test. Y'all make sure to check out ashkicking.com for one of the best 100% natural home fragrance and beauty products, honey, and use my code Chronicles at checkout for an extra 15% off just for you. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my new episodes.